hell, I'm over here this time. Well, hello there. How are you guys doing today? Now, there has been a guitar in the background of all my videos, pretty much all my videos for the past month or so, just chilling in a case, and I never really saw anybody mention the case hidden away in the background. But today I can finally show you what it is. Obviously, it is a Fender, and Fender has done something pretty dang cool. And you know how I unbox my guitars and stuff, if you've seen my unboxing videos, I do it very, very carefully, open the box, I don't want to damage anything. Alright guys, so this guitar is brand new. I cannot wait for you to see it. I'm going to let you see it with the first opening glance of the guitar. Look at those fresh latches. I wanted to show you another case here in a second, just because there's something very fascinating about this case. But the guitar inside of it. Now, something really fascinating has happened this past year. Oh my God, it's no, it's not a Telecaster. Everybody, and a lot of people thought it was going to be the Brent Mason Telecaster, which I would love to check one of those out. This is something super, super special. We'll go over what else is in the case here in just a minute. So this is the 70th anniversary of the Esquire. Now, the reason why it's so fascinating, just the way things have panned out and played out this year. So let me just show this to you here real quick. I'll get you some good B-roll, because I'm doing the video myself, so I just have the wide angle lens so you can't see it up close. But Fender knocked it out of the park, 100% with this guitar. And the reason why I'm saying it's so fascinating, to those of you who don't know, earlier this year I got an Esquire. I got a 58 Esquire. I love that guitar. I'm going to do a comparison video of the two. It's in its case. You can kind of see the case over there. And it was just, what an odd coincidence that I got mine, and then a few months later, Fender announces they're doing the Esquire. That's why I got one, and we gave it away and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, it's cool. I go, what a great year to get my Esquire. Here's this one, and then I got a message from my buddies on here and stuff, and they're like, hey, did you see that Fender's actually coming out with a USA 70th anniversary Esquire? I'm like, what? No, I go, like, what are the odds? Like, all these Esquires all lined up perfectly. And I was reaching out to Fender because I have a bunch of ideas I want to do with Jazz Masters, all these videos. And the guy over there, I don't know if you want me to say your name or not, man, so I'll just call you M-Dog because you're cool. And he was just like, dude, I was literally getting ready to email you and ask if you would want to check out one of our Esquires. And I was like, of course. I go, that would be amazing. I go, I've already had people asking me about it. So the fact that the planets kind of aligned. So huge thank you to Fender for sending this over to me to check out. And like I said, they nailed it. That's all I can say about this guitar, is they truly nailed it. If you're wanting if you don't want to get an old guitar, maybe you don't want to get a custom shop guitar, look at these and you will not be disappointed at all. One more thing I forgot to mention, if you want to check these out for yourself, I have a link down below. That is, of course, an affiliate link, so if you're not down with the affiliate link stuff, by all means, just go to either your local stores or wherever it is, and you can look them up there on their websites, but it is linked down below if you feel like checking it out. This is based off of a 1950 Esquire, and mine's a 58, so there are some differences, but I thought it would be kind of interesting to really deep dive in on the guitar and show you guys just how good of a job Fender did on nailing this. Now, this isn't a comparison video. I'll do that video a little bit later. But as far as this guitar goes, man, I'm going to say it again. They did a great job for a couple different reasons. They captured the whole heart and vibe. If you've ever played a 50s Esquire, this thing has the vibe. And it kind of it's almost like a little bit of a time machine, because if you've played the old ones, I almost wonder if this is what it would have been like to get that guitar new back in the day. So they did so many things right on this guitar. For one, it's a pine body. Now, they have a roasted pine body, which Fender was not doing back in the day. That is different. But they did that. It makes it very lightweight. This guitar is incredibly. I haven't weighed it. It has to be in the 6s. It's a very lightweight guitar. The next thing they did that is just, to me, again, it's all about capturing that vibe, that old guitar spirit. They have a flat pull single coil pickup here and Telecaster. Now, the original ones back in 1950 and 51 and all that kind of stuff were flat pull pickups. Mine, my 58, is actually not. It has the raised D and G on it. But they have a flat pull, I think it's a Tim Shaw pickup. It sounds amazing. You guys will get to hear it here in a minute. And of course, they have the serial number of the guitar on the bridge. What a lot of people don't know is that the serial numbers have moved around a lot on Fender guitars. So on the original ones, they were down here on this bridge piece. Sometimes they were on the back plate. Sometimes they're on the headstock, you know, they're all over the place on these. But when they started out, they were on the bridge plate. So this one has its serial number stamped on the actual bridge plate here. And I love that. You've got your old school barrel style saddles, 21 frets, just like they used to be. Now this one has a kind of like a U-shaped neck on it, which is what the original 50s Esquires came with. Mine has a soft V, so like I said, mine's a little bit different. But you've got the original style fret wire. They even did stuff like flathead screws. When I saw that, I'm like, Fender, that's cool. Because they wouldn't have been Phillips head screws back when this guitar came out. They were flathead, so everything on this guitar, flathead screws. Everywhere you look, flathead screws. The neck bolt, flathead. Even the little screws up here at the headstock, flathead screws. Now, as it should be, it's a one-piece maple neck, so you got your skunk stripe back there. You have your, they're Fender style tuners. They're basically like the single line Clousons that would have been on there. And what else do they have in here? Oh, and then the inside, under the pick guard. Oh, it's so cool. I can't wait to show you guys this. I was like, I said, I was just kind of like curious how they would do the inside. Now, they have it routed for a neck pickup. A big confusing thing is a lot of people think that the original Esquires were not routed for a neck pickup. And no, they totally were. They were always routed for neck pickup. Leo actually wanted to initially release a 2-pickup guitar. They decided against it and released a single pickup guitar while they were still developing the neck pickup, I believe. And so they were always routed. So there's always been this neck pickup route. Like that was the plan from the beginning for it to be a 2-pickup guitar. So they have it routed in here like that. But what they did that made me just be like over the moon about the guitar is they have a neck date. So the old guitars, this isn't written in pencil. That is one difference. But in the 60s, they were stamped on the neck date. But in the 50s, they were written in pencil. So they still put a neck date on this guitar. I was like, man. I was like, what did they not think of? They really did think of it all. Though they have the Esquire wiring. A lot of people ask the question of, why does a 1-pickup guitar have a 3-way selector switch? So while it only has 1 pickup, it has 3 different unique voices. You have what would be originally your neck pickup, is running it through, you know, different capacitors and stuff like that. It gives it a very bassy sound, almost like a jazz sound. The middle position here has your tone knob in the circuit. So this is kind of like your normal Telecaster that you're probably used to, bridge with your tone knob in here. When you go to your forward position, which is just this pickup again, of course, but it bypasses the tone. It gives you an extra little snap and bite. This is like, to me, this is the Esquire sound. This is one of those sounds that it's just like, oh, that's the Esquire bite. That's what it sounds like. So, and another thing on this finish, like I said, it's a pine body, but everything is done in nitro. So this guitar is going to age. You know, a poly guitar, poly is so hard to wear through that finish. You have to straight up be like sweating gasoline to wear through a poly finish, but this is all nitro. So this finish is going to age. It's going to wear. It's going to turn into that old beat up Telecaster that you want, or I guess in this case, an Esquire. So leave the guitar over there for a second. I'm gonna show you the rest of the case because they did some really cool things in here. They have a certificate of authenticity. Now in here, you have of course your Fender leather strap. Like I said, they got so many things right. Now here, your keys, so we need to worry about that. Old school G&G case. In here though, you have what a lot of people ask questions about. Yes, the ashtray. I haven't put it on the guitar yet. And you have, of course, a cable in there as well. Let's kind of see it. A lot of people ask, what's the ashtray for? It doesn't really do much, to be honest. It's more for looks. You know, most people didn't use them. It changes the tone slightly. It's not like a huge change, but it just kind of looks cool. You know, the reason why most people don't have their ashtrays on their original 50s guitars is because people just took them off, you know, because you can't mute with it on there. But it's more of just like an aesthetic thing. Like, so they totally didn't have to include this, but they did, and to me it just adds to the vibe of it. Alright, so let's hear this dang thing. Now, I have it plugged into the Axe-Fx. I might only get room audio. I guess I have it recording, so... The pickup sounds phenomenal. Now, this is on just this pickup. So like I said, the forward position is bypassing the tone circuit. And here how it doesn't do anything. So this is like full on, bite your head off, Esquire, in your face tone. It gets real pagey real fast. Avoiding that copyright, yeah. Alright, so that's that one. Now, of course, if you go to the middle position here, it's still the same pickup. It's always going to be the same pickup. But now the tone knob is all about it. It's all business at this point. So what I like to do with my Esquire is I roll this down a little bit. Gives it a little bit of a thicker, fatter sound when I do the leads. So hear the difference in the tone. There's the straight to the input. Then I go to the middle. More chill, it's not as aggressive. And like I said, that forward position wired straight to the input jack, that's your Esquire sound. That's your in your face, get out of the way, I'm an Esquire on a train. Now this one's really interesting. This is the back position. So this would normally be your neck pickup, and you can hear how dark. And in my opinion, the back position on this Esquire is more usable than my my other Esquire, my 58. That one's very dark, and it has a cool sound, but it's kind of like a one-trick pony when you're on that tone. This one's much more usable. So I'm not sure how they're wiring it differently, or maybe there's not as many capacitors, you know, trying to like bass up that tone. But I think I prefer that sound on this one. Hear that extra little snap and bite as soon as I flip it to that forward position. Oh, sorry, let's do it. Middle, back. You can hear all three of them right there. Dark, brighter, and then all the way. You know, it has that snap. So this is it, guys. Like I said, I'm going to do a comparison video. Thank you so much to Fender over there for sending this to me. I really appreciate it. I'm looking forward to making that comparison video between the two of them. I want to see how they stack up against each other. One other thing I want to show you guys, I'll give you B-roll of this, but it was really interesting to me to see this guitar. Like I said, you get it. It's brand new, and to be fortunate enough to have an old one with an old beat up case, it just made me think. I was like, man, this is what it was like. This was what this other guitar pretty much started out as, like this, back in the day when, you know, Leo's first making them and all that kind of stuff. And it was just cool to see the cases sitting beside each other. I'm like, look at this case, man. It has protected and kept this, you know, this old Esquire safe all these years, and here's this new version. This is like the modern era of it, and like I said, it's Nitro. It's going to age and do all the stuff you want a guitar to do. So other than that, guys, check them all out down below. I have a link. It's somewhere in the description for you if you want to check it out. And just have a great rest of your day. If you're getting one of these, because I said so many people ask me about them, let me know what you get. They come in different colors, and I'm curious to see who all gets one, because they are mighty fine picking guitars. All right, later, guys. Woo!